Hello everyone, Owl here. Welcome back to Far Away Day 2. In the last episode, one of us, our characters, was dying on a beach, and the other one had just decided to quit her day job. So interesting things are happening for everyone. So let's get back into it. But I have to decide, I should quit. Oh, yep, this is us. This is us. Yes! Sheesh. The next day, Croza decides to leave her job at the dock and seek new opportunities in Bajan's bustling new quarter. She learns from the newspaper that there is a street in the new quarter known as the Job Market in Bajan. Many people who do not have a steady job go there and try their luck. I don't know why, but it sounds like a good place to get stabbed. Which is in itself a bit of an oxymoron. But never mind, just like me, moving on. So many people here. Bakery looking for temporary workers. New workers wanted on our construction site. Hey, sweetie, fancy coming to our place and working at night? Working at night? So you really don't know anything, do you? What should I know? A young girl like you, on a lonely but gentle night, is certainly best suited for guarding the gate of our construction site. That's a job you want me for? I'm not very interested in guarding a gate. Sorry. These are all just physical labor jobs. I don't know, but like if you're guarding a gate, you can be like that stereotypical, you know, reading the comic books and then Mr. Freeze attacks and Batman's there like, Batman, he just came out of nowhere. I don't know, 90s Batman was great. That's all I'm trying to say. I get it. Educated people don't come here to look for work. Our restaurant is hiring people. Milner's Cuisine in the new quarter offers the best pay. Don't miss out. Miller's Cuisine? Wasn't that a famous old restaurant in the old quarter? When did it move here to the new quarter? When property prices dropped. Duh. Croza looked curiously at the fat man who was shouting the announcement near him, and a long queue is forming. A long queue is forming. I can read. Sometimes. So many people. This job must be promising. It's probably waitstaff, but ooh, you get tips. Well, depending on this country's tipping culture, but you might get tips. Should I try it out? Croza stands next to the queue and observes quietly. Listen up, guys. I'm Milner, the manager and owner of the restaurant. I decide whom to hire. Today we're recruiting one waiter or waitress, knew it, in the lobby. Line up, folks. Sir, I've been working in the carpet cuisine. Mr. Milner, I used to work as a supervisor in a restaurant. Don't yell at me. I have eyes. Okay. Suddenly Milner starts spouting venomous words like machine gun at the crowd. You, too fat, out. You, too ugly, out. Oh, you, too lazy, out. Damn, you, look exactly like a homebody, out. What's wrong with being a homebody? Out! 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 Huh? You look okay. At least customers won't vomit at the sight of you. Hey, yeah, I'm talking about you. Come over here. Me? Yeah, I'm just watching. Yes, you. Redhead. Don't make me repeat myself. Come over here. Is there a light just turning on and off in my background? There is. I'm gonna fix that. Come over, child. I want to see what I buy. Or whatever they say in Les Mis. Croza hesitates, but instinctively steps forward. You meet my basic requirements. You're good for a trial. Come to the restaurant after closing tonight. Just turn left at the end of the street 2 blocks over. What's your name? My name is Croza Nonet. Fine, next one. What's going on? Why was I chosen just like that? Croza looks at Manager Milner confused, whilst he continues spitting out abusive words towards people. A girl with a male voice, out! Ouch. I'm just trying to do the best I can, man. Bewildered as she is, Croza arrives at the restaurant on time. Indeed, a fancy restaurant of the new quarter. It's so gorgeously decorated, paved with slippery stones. Even curtains and carpets here are imported and luxurious. Milner, the restaurant owner, emerges from nowhere, his face overstressed, his eyes bloodshot, and a few disheveled strands apart from a well-combed hair. Oh, You, Colt? I'm not a weapon designer. My name's Croza. May I ask where the other applicants are? You're the only qualified applicant today. The others are ugly monsters. Ugly monsters? What else do you expect from some dumbheads on the street? Schools are the best place to recruit waiters. Then why not recruit from schools, Mr. Milner? They're asking too much Let's get back to the current matter. Put on that waitress uniform and let's see if you're good at doing some chores. Oh, yeah, okay. Croza goes to the dressing room to change her outfit as required. I'm done, Mr. Milner. Ooh, I like that. That's a sharp look. That's a snappish look. Phew. Not bad. You'll attract some customers who like small breasts. I didn't hear what he said exactly, but I feel insulted somehow. You don't just say that out loud, buddy. Now, take these plates to the sink. Got it. I don't like this place, man. This place is sketchy. You have steady hands, don't you? I've been working on the dock for years, after all. You worked on the dock? In the old quarter or the new one? The old quarter. Haha, I grew up there too. The old Milner's Cuisine wasn't far from the dock. I remember so. So you moved your restaurant to the new quarter? Yes, Bajan's business opportunities are all in the new quarter now. Multinational companies, big money, it's all here. Only the one who takes control of this area becomes the bellwether in this age. Coming to work here seems to be the right choice, I suppose? Alright, now show me your memory skills. Take this menu and recite this page. Okay, let me see. Oh, alright, let's do this. I'm ready. 15 minutes later. Okay, not a minigame. My bad. Besides our chef's recommendations, today's specials are sesame-baked pastry, fried fish, and the drink to go with is the lemon-flavored glace soda. You remembered every word on the page. You really have a good memory. Does that mean I'm smart? Croza wonders, her confidence soaring. Alright, tomorrow will be your first day on the job. I'll have someone instruct you. Okay. What about my salary? Oh, 20 goldons for an hour, hand in half of the tips. That's about the same as working on the dock. Is it a good rate, or... Oh, okay. Croza goes to the changing room and puts on her own outfit again. Another freshman recruited. Someone of her potential would normally ask for 40 goldons per hour. Ha ha ha! Even a mosquito has meat. Saving money feels so good. Yeah, this guy's a little creepy. It's a little weird. It's a little odd. I think he gets aroused by money. Me too. I still don't know how I landed this job, but it's a job. Just start my new life as a waitress. I'll try my best. Day 3. Milner's Cuisine. I was gonna do these videos just one day at a time, but like, that was such a short day, I feel like we gotta keep going. Work. Starts work at Milner's Cuisine. Croza has started working in the restaurant. She is mainly in charge of the lobby, which is much noisier than the VIP area, which is tidy and well designed. I want roast rum rib. Got it. Where's my beer? Hey, you're serving customers over there, right? Coming! Croza, table 13. Whatever voice I gave these people. Got it. Customers at table 5 are waiting. Move it. Got it. Don't slack off, or I'll dock your pay. On my way. Excuse me. I had some Mountain Dew and now I'm all burpy. Whew. Phew. Although work isn't as physically demanding here, there's so many more people to deal with. Back in the dock, at least I can rest now and then. No, I made a choice. I need to stop comparing. I'll work hard and make this job count. Hey, serve this. Go. Okay. Just like this, Croza has been trying her best to fit into the new workplace. Day 40, what the hell? Okay, we had a bit of a time skip. This game is not working out the way I thought it was chapter-wise, so we're just gonna keep going. Time flies. Weeks later at Milner's Cuisine. Hello, I am Nokia. Oh, welcome, miss. This way, please. I am traveling here in Zvijan. Please recommend some specialties to me. Here's our chef's specialty menu. Can you read the menu, or would you like me to translate it for you? Oui, I can read it. Thank you. Alright, just let me know when you're ready to order. She seems to come from the Far East. People from there usually place their family name before their given name. I've been receiving several customers from there. I've had a few customers from that region lately. They're often picky and not big on tipping. Wow. Meanwhile, the Steminos are the most generous tippers. Waitress! As more guests fill the restaurant, many seem familiar of this young waitress, Croza. Little Croza! Ah, Mr. Tam, good day. Still want your favorite black beer and side dishes? Yeah, that's right. I'll fill my stomach with food, then I'll rub the rest all over my face. Mr. Tam, be careful about your health. Don't drink too much. Nah, what can I do? It's all her fault, that wicked woman. Sweetie, over here, I want to order food. Oh, Mr. Sam, welcome. Ha ha ha, Croza, how's it going? You're the jewel of Milner's cuisine. Thank you for your compliment, sir. Hitting on me will cost you an extra tip, you know. Oh, I didn't mean that. Croza! Coming! So you want your steak done rare, Miss Kiara? Yes, as rare and bloody as you can get it. Got it! I know she likes her steak rare, but it's still hard for me to stomach that. And a Bloody Mary for the drink. Okay. Psycho, crazy lady. In the kitchen. Hey, is the steak done? Here it is. Take a smell of blood. I'll take it to her. Did you just get sick on that person's dish? Little Crozo's been working hard. That child treats everything seriously. I barely see a young girl like her these days, you know? I wonder how long she'll last on that salary. What are you all mumbling about? Get to work! Okay. Okay. Work! Work! All right. Croza keeps herself busy all the time while her manager tries not to have a stroke. Serious health condition, people. You gotta be careful for that, you know? I've met a lot of people lately. Most customers here are middle class, and I never met any of them before. But they actually behave quite similarly to the dock workers. It's true, working class is working class. At this moment, several people dressed in fancy clothes walk in. Right this way, dear guests. Ma'am, please follow me. Those are the rich who dine in the VIP area. I hear they tip a lot. Too bad I'm not qualified to serve in the VIP section yet. Better focus on the ones that I'm serving. Waitress! Coming! How can I help you? The seasoning has run out. Can you refill it? Oh, come on. There's like 2 grains of pepper in there. The customer shakes the empty seasoning bottle. Oh, the black pepper. My apologies. I'll refill the bottle right now. Please hand it over to me. Ah, thank you. Having met so many customers, Croza is still touched when he sees the customer give her such a beaming smile. Yeah, the customers that are nice are always the best. The black pepper. They had plenty of spares in the storeroom. They keep plenty of spares in the storeroom. Croza! A man suddenly shows up and calls out to her on her way to the storeroom. Yes, manager? What's the matter? Head to the VIP section upstairs right now. There's an important customer waiting. Go and serve her well. Uh-huh, but I've been working in the lobby. I've never served a VIP customer before. Before she could explain, Milner had already left in a hurry. What should I do? Oh, well, I guess we have options. We can go to the second floor instantly, or we can go to the second floor instantly. I think I'm gonna go to the second floor instantly. Sheesh. He left me no choice. He's the boss anyway. What about the female customer just now? Ah, there she is. Dear me, just in the nick of time. Oh, Croza, what's wrong? A foreign lady over there asked me to get her some black pepper, but the manager said a VIP customer upstairs needs my attention. Could you please refill her black pepper bottle for me? Luckily, she didn't ask me to serve that VIP customer instead. VIPs are extremely picky. No problem, just do as the manager said. Seeing the waitress go to the kitchen, Croza feels a bit relieved. Now I won't piss off the manager, and the female customer on the first floor won't be forgotten. To be honest, it might have been better for my colleague to handle the VIP customer since I'm still new. But I'll have to deal with VIPs myself eventually. Croza heads upstairs cautiously, her mind racing. Table 1, Table 2, 3... Croza spots the exclusive booths of the VIP area. That's the VIP area. I just said that. I hope I don't get stuck serving someone strange again. Croza straightens her uniform and steps inside. Greetings, madam. I'll be your personal server today. Uh-huh. Ma'am? Meow! A noblewoman, sitting alone in deep thought, gazes out the window, looking a little despondent. Greetings, ma'am. My name is Koza, and I'll be at your service. Oh, I'm sorry. The noble lady seems surprised as she turns around to face Croza. Anything wrong, ma'am? Madam? Nothing. Your name is Croza, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah. I can't address a VIP guest by their name directly, can I? Ma'am, how should I address you? Just call me Sarah. It'd be rude for me to address you by your name directly. If the manager finds out, he might dock my pay. Don't be so nervous, dearie. You can call me Mrs. Yith. The noblewoman nods, and Croza quickly mirrors the gesture. Although I prefer to be called by my first name, you can stick with Mrs. Yith if that makes you feel more comfortable. Thank you, Mrs. Yith. Sarah Yith gestures for Croza to ease down. Croza, are you new to this restaurant? Yes, I am. I'm so sorry, this is my first day working in the VIP area. It's okay. My first time here as well. We're in the same boat. My husband and I used to visit the old Milner's cuisine in the old quarter, but this is our first time at the new location. I feel like the cuisine is much different from that of its predecessor. Well, yes, they're different. The new Milner's cuisine combines the best of all 8 regional cuisines from across the continent with signature seasonings to enhance the flavors. Croza recites the restaurant's slogan, doing her best to remember Milner's exact words. What a delightful restaurant! Thank you for the introduction. You're welcome. Thank you, Mrs. Yif. What do you thank me for? Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Don't worry, I'll stop teasing you. Let's get back to the menu. I was hoping for some recommendations, but since it's your first day in the VIP section, I won't press you for that. Croza scratches the back of her head with an awkward laugh. Ah! Now, the chef's specialty of the day, please. Got it. 1 chef special coming right up, Mrs. Yif. Croza hurries out of the VIP area, pausing to catch her breath in the corridor near the kitchen. Whew! Mrs. Yif seems like a kind person. I really lucked out. She relays Mrs. Yif's order to the kitchen and returns to serve the dish, occasionally refilling her glass and bringing fresh plates. Ooh, that looks tasty. Thank you, Croza. You're welcome. Call me if you need anything. Oh, I will. What? Nothing. Everything goes smoothly until Mrs. Yif finishes her meal. And then plot happens! I'm guessing. How do you like the food, Mrs. Yif? Fantastic! I absolutely loved it. Please pass my compliments to the chef. Thank you for the kind words. I'll let him know you enjoyed it. Croza, would you mind staying and chatting with me for a bit? Sure, Mrs. Yif. Come, have a seat. Mrs. Yif pulls out a chair next to her, motioning for Croza to sit down. Croza hesitates. Am I allowed to sit down next to Mrs. Yif? I know my manager would yell at me. Relax, dear. Make yourself comfortable. Ladies my age always enjoy a little company for conversation. Your age? You look like you're like 28 years old. Whatevers, man. It's the anime world, and no one knows how old anyone is. Ladies my age enjoy a little company for conversation. You look more like my older sister. See? Croza says it too. You look more like my older sister, ma'am. Oh, you're quite the charmer. That comment deserves a tip. Mrs. Yif smiles warmly, pulling out 2 crisp 100 gold-on bills and handing them to Croza. 200! This is unreal! Are all VIPs this generous? Croza quickly pockets the money and takes a seat. Yeah, I know, like, at all my jobs, like, tipping is, like, not allowed. Croza quickly pockets the money and takes a seat. Thank you, Mrs. Yif. As you wish. No need to thank me. So, Croza, are you a local? Yes, I grew up in the old quarter. That's quite a commute. How long have you been working here? Oh, just a few days. We've been here for 40 days. That is not just a few days. We've been here for weeks. Whatever. Just a few days. Before this, I worked as a docker in the old quarter. The old quarter's dock? That's Hans. Do you know the Yif customer clearance, Croza? Oh, of course. A lot of the shipments I handle were from them. About half the crates that I carried came from them, and it really helped us with our business a lot. Wait, now I remember. The owner of the Yif Customs Clearance is called Hans von Yif. Croza finally realizes who she's talking to. Could Mrs. Yif be the wife of the owner of the Customs Clearance Company? Croza steals a quick glance at Mrs. Yif, but the lady doesn't seem inclined to discuss her husband. Croza, why did you choose such a demanding job as a docker? I mean, wasn't that too laborious for a girl? My parents used to work on the dock, so I'm familiar with the place. Used to? Yeah, they've passed away. A colleague of my father found me the job, and I worked until some time ago. Oh dear. I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to bring up painful memories. It's all right, Mrs. Yif. I've come to terms with it. Were your parents Bijan locals? Yes, born and raised here. They worked at the docks their entire lives, but my dad mentioned that my grandparents immigrated from an island nation to the south. Croza begins sharing her story. My family has lived in the old quarter since I was a baby. My mom passed away when I was very young, though I don't know the exact cause. I remember there was an epidemic in Bijan about 20 years ago. I don't think that was it. If it were, my dad would have told me. Anyway, my dad raised me alone. He was a team leader at the docks. I followed in his footsteps and worked on the docks, but he passed away in a horrible smelting accident. Fortunately, his co-workers have been looking out for me. As you said, dock work may not be a lifelong job for a girl, so I resigned and started working here at this restaurant. I see. I'm still looking for the most suitable job for me. You'll definitely find your ideal job. Mrs. Yif encourages Croza. Croza, how old are you? I'm 18. 18, you say? Is something wrong, ma'am? Oh, nothing. Tell me more about yourself. I'm curious. But I don't have many stories to tell. I spent all my time working on the docks and running into a crazy lady. Not this crazy lady, the convict crazy lady. There's multiple crazy ladies in this game. Interesting. But tell me about your life on the docks. Anything interesting that happened? Well, okay. Why is a wealthy lady interested in the life of someone like me? Forget it. I shouldn't overthink this. Time passes. And then Brian said, interesting. More time. One time, we had a huge shipment come in, and we worked until midnight. Ooh. Oh gosh, we've been here for a whole day. Working on the docks was exhausting, but I always found little moments to slack off. Oh. Croza talks freely, sharing everything that comes to mind as she tells Mrs. Yif about her life. Surprisingly, tears start to swell up in Mrs. Yif's eyes while she's listening to Croza's story. In the end, she cannot help sobbing, quietly. Oh, what happened, Mrs. Yif? I'm fine. I was thinking about my husband and our child. Mrs. Yif pulls out a handkerchief from her vest and dabs at her tears. Croza stands frozen, unsure if she said something wrong. At that moment, a familiar figure approaches. Sorry to interrupt your meal, Mrs. Yif. I'm Alexander Milner, the owner of this restaurant. My voice has changed yet again. Is there anything I can assist you with? Croza's blood runs cold. If he sees Mrs. Yif crying, he'll definitely think that I messed things up. Just a second, please. Mrs. Yif quickly wipes her tears with a handkerchief. Everything's fine, sir. Milner steps closer to Mrs. Yif with a sycophantic smile. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Yif. Please allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Alexander Milner, son of Blue Milner, the founder of the original Milner's Cuisine and heir to the restaurant. My eyebrows are intense. I have long heard the name of Mrs. Yif and your grace, this shabby restaurant with your presence. May I know your comment on the food cooked by our chef in this new restaurant? Wow, this is the first time I've heard Manager Milner speak without a single curse word in the entire sentence. Fuck. Thank you for asking, Mr. Milner. In my opinion, the food here is absolutely delicious, and I'm completely satisfied with the experience. It's an honor to... Miller notices her slightly red eyes and pauses, his smile faltering. Mrs. Yif, did one of our staff members inconvenience you? What brought you to tears? Hearing this, Crow's heart sinks and her expression hardens. No, nothing like that. I'm more than happy with the service. Mrs. Yif, you are being so kind to us. If there's anything you are unhappy about, please don't hesitate to tell me. There's no need to cover up any mistakes on our part. You misunderstood, Mr. Milner. I accidentally got some blusher in my eye, and this young lady helped me clean it with a tissue. I'm very pleased with her service and would love for her to assist me again when I dine here in the future. Ah, I see. My apologies for the misunderstanding. Milner nods, though he seems unconvinced. Croza, meanwhile, breathes a quiet sigh of relief. Mrs. Milner, could you... Mr. Milner, I'm sorry, everyone looks the same to me. Could you do me a favor? At your service. I adore this restaurant, and my husband would enjoy the food as well. Unfortunately, he's so busy he doesn't get much time to dine out. Would you mind preparing a meal for two and delivering it to my house tonight? I'd like him to taste your chef's whack. It'd be my pleasure. I'll make sure it's ready and delivered on time. Ah, thank you very much. I have other matters to attend to, so I'll take my leave now. Of course. Please allow me to escort you out. Lead the way, please. Closer, let's continue our conversation later this evening. Okay, Mrs. Yif. This way, Mrs. Yif. Whew. This is very suspicious, man. Yo, my spider sense be tingling all up in my face. And my nose. Mostly my nose. How did it go? Are you okay? When Croza returns to the first floor, a waitress rushes over, looking concerned. What do you mean? The lady wasn't upset with you, was she? No, she was really nice and even left me a generous tip. Really? Well, that was great. Do you know who she is? The wife of some rich businessman? I'm not sure why she came here alone. You're on the right track, but you're way off. I'm listening. She's not just some housewife married to a random wealthy man. She's the wife of the chairman of the Yif Group. The Yif Group? So I was right. She was talking about the Yif Customs clearance near the dock. Yes, that Yif Group. What a coincidence. My guess was spot on. The Yif Group is a major company in the Old Quarter. They not only handle high-value cargo, but also have stakes in multiple industries with properties all over the city. Croza never imagined she would run into the wife of her former boss after leaving the docks. And she's so kind. But why was she crying? Now I see. Those men I saw earlier must have been her bodyguards. She had bodyguards? Yeah, celebrities like her won't hang out alone. If I'd made her upset, Milner would have docked my entire paycheck. Just be careful. Well, Croza feels a cold sweat forming on her forehead. She grips the tip she just earned tightly. I worked so hard to earn this much. Hey, I need to deliver food to her house. Do you want to... I'm going to the lobby for the night shift. Good luck. But she just ran off just like that? Well, one gotta do what one gotta do, eh? At least it's Mrs. Yif's order. Hopefully she won't give me a hard time. I wonder how much she'll tip me. Midnight delivery usually comes with extra charges. Ugh, I really shouldn't be all about the tips when she treats me so well. But a job's a job, and our relationship shouldn't stand in its way. Croza heads downstairs, her mind running wild with thoughts. What kind of thoughts? No. The new quarter is so beautiful. The streets are clean and quiet. There aren't any weirdos wandering around at night. That's because we're all in our rooms making YouTube videos. I never thought that Mrs. Yif had such a high status. She treats ever so well and is not condescending at all. Ugh, Delivering food to the boss of the youth group might even get me a bigger tip. Wait. Is Sarah her mom? And, like, the reason why her dad said she died was because she actually had to marry the chairman of the youth group. Don't tell me, but I'm gonna just call it now that Sarah's, like, her secret mom. Oh, delivering food to the boss of the youth group might even get me a bigger tip. Stop overthinking, Kroza. Just deliver the food while it's still hot. Ooh, that looks nice. Carrying the meal bag, Kroza walks down the empty street. Under the dim streetlights, a man in a black coat approaches from a distance and passes her. Huh? That man. He looks suspicious. Ah! Like, here's the thing. I don't want to get stabbed. But at the same time... Fine, we'll turn around and take a look. This is a bad idea. This is a horrible idea. Kroza gives in to her curiosity, turning her head around to observe the stranger quietly. The man is tall and thin, carrying a big bag in his hand. Am I being too sensitive? He seems like an ordinary guy. Huh? Slight as it is, a strange smell was captured by Kroza's nose. The smell? Is that the smell of... blood? She remembers the same metallic scent from the kitchen's raw steaks. Am I thinking too much? Trying to dismiss the thought, Kroza walks a few more steps before stopping, shaking her head. No, that guy definitely reeks of blood. Kroza turns her head around again, nervously, only to find that the strange man has disappeared from the street. Where did he go? Did he duck into an alley? Or did he alley into a duck? Kroza walks forward, trying to follow the man, but she does not see anyone. Look, I know I'm the one who chose this option, but nighttime, 18-year-old girl, guy with a bag that smells like blood. Maybe we don't follow them down the dark, scary alley. Why did he choose an alleyway instead of the main road? Who on earth is he? A pitch-dark alley draws Kroza's attention. She swallows hard and tiptoes towards the entrance of the alley. Driven by curiosity, she goes further and further into the alley. The smell of blood grows stronger with each step she takes inside. Kroza is aware that something bad has happened ahead in the darkness. However, her curiosity overwhelms her fear. She slowly moves forward, following the smell. Finally, in the corner, she hears someone talking. Bam! Peeps. Are we done here? Just leave him? Yeah, no need to hide the body. Tis tis, a great man ends up dying in the gutter. Pathetic. Bah, what kind of great man was he? Just a dog for Chair Enzo's crew. This is what happens when a dog bites its master. Damn it, why didn't he have the synthesis scheme with him? Now we have to raid his house to find it. Well, an old dog knows how to do things. Huh. What the fuck is going on? Did they really just dump a body in a gutter? Oh my Kolsef, I should go to the police right now. Just as Kroza turns around and prepares to leave... Don't make a sound or I'll kill you. Hey, it's the guy from before. Witness a crime and put your life in danger. Nice. You're the guy who shot me in the desert. Not her, but our other guy. Someone twists her arm, slamming her against the wall. A sharp blade presses against her throat, cold and unyielding. Ah! Who are you? Who do you work for? Damn, I shouldn't have come here. I'm just a waitress. I was delivering food. Food? This bag? Yes, just check it out. Put it down. Slowly. Tell me then, why are you here? Residential area isn't this way. I got lost. You got lost in this bloody, dark, and filthy place? Spare me, please? While the man interrogates her, two more figures in black approach. He's got accomplices. It makes it harder for me to escape now. Mr. Gain, we're back. You two, did you really just blurt out my name that easily? Can't you see there's a little girl here? Sorry, we didn't see her, Mr. Tom J. Akoff. The man who is called Gain puts on a look of disdain. It's too late, dumbass. Gain. So that's his name. These guys, they're criminals, aren't they? I'm in big trouble now. Kroza freezes, too panicked to move as the knife remains pressed to her neck. Sure, as the knife remains pressed to her neck. Hey, you! Come over here and keep an eye on this girl. Okay! Mr. Gain, where is it? I didn't get it. And your reason is? Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Gain, I'm so sorry! Please forgive me this time! When the young man is about to kneel down, Gain waves his hand and stops him. Tell me, why didn't you get it? Sir, the cops surrounded the guy's house. Someone in his family must have reported him missing. The cops? Who's in command? Looks like Bellick, the deputy chief of police. It's him. Today of all days. Isn't the criminal investigation department supposed to handle abductions? What the hell is Tim doing? Did you reach out to him? Yeah, we did, but Tim said Bellick has a close personal relationship with the guy, so he took the case himself. The others can't step in. You're all useless trash. Mister, what should we do next? I'll deal with the girl first. You stand watch and signal me if anything goes wrong. Hey, you. Yeah? Found anything from her? Leader, I found this. Krosa Nonet waiter. A restaurant staff badge. Your name's Krosa Nonet? Yes, sir. I told you I work at a restaurant. I wasn't lying, see? Which restaurant are you working in? Milner's Cuisine in the New Quarter. Why aren't you wearing your uniform if you're really an employee? A customer asked me to deliver food after my shift. I just wanted to earn a tip. Who are you delivering food to? Should I tell him? These guys look dangerous. Gain's cold eyes seem to pierce right through Krosa. Don't even think about lying to me, little girl. Tell me, where were you headed? The Yif's place in the New Quarter. Yif? You mean the boss of the Yif Customs Clearance, Hans von Yif? Yeah... Interesting. What a coincidence. Gain sneers suddenly. You're not wearing a uniform. Why would they believe you're a delivery person? Mrs. Yif knows me. Gain twirls the badge between his fingers, thinking. After a moment, he clenches it, seemingly making up his mind. He gestures to the man beside him. Check her bag. See if there's anything else in it. Okay. Mr. Gain, her bag's clear. Oh man, that food smells amazing. Don't mess with it. Put it back the way it was. Looks like you were telling the truth. Great, can I... But unfortunately, you've seen something you shouldn't have. Sorry, I can't let you tell others what happened here. Are you gonna kill me? That's right. Blame your curiosity for getting you killed. Oh, son of a bitch. Did I just pee myself? What should I do? What should I do? Think, Krosa, think! If he really wanted to kill me, he could have done it already, right? Those questions he asked, they weren't pointless. Krosa raises her head and locks eyes with Gain. You look pretty calm. If you're not much of a talker, why'd you go on and on if you really planned to kill me? Looks like you really want to survive, huh? Of course I do! Tell me what I need to do and I'll do it! Please bless me, Mother Kolsef. Your will to live. I knew it. You're a smart girl. Yes, I want you to do something for me. I want you to drink this bottle of hand sanitizer. No, that'd be... It's lemon flavored, but it probably doesn't taste like lemon. Also, that's ethanol alcohol. That'll... Or isopropyl. Either way, your liver's shutting down if you're drinking that. Yeah, I want you to do something for me. Will you release me after I do it? Of course. Once you're working with me, there's no reason for you to rat me out. Not only will I let you go, but I'll also pay you well. Enough to make a year of food deliveries look like chump change. See it as the hush money or the payment for your mission. Well, what is it? Gain's lips curl into a barely perceptible sinister smile. Barely perceptible. Barely perceptible. Barely perceptible. I like talking to smart people. All you have to do is go to the Yiv's house and bring something back for me. You're asking me to steal it? That's right. What if I just run away? Gain points at the gutter not far from him. That guy lying there spent 6 months planning to escape Bajan. See how that worked out for him? And he also knows my name. I know your name, your job, your face, little girl. Even if you manage to run, you still have family and friends, don't you? Gain keeps spinning Crow's badge between his fingers. His smirk is cold as ice. Screw it, let's join a gang. I'll do it, because it's what seems to be the more interesting plot choice. Good. You're a smart person, Mrs. No-Net from Milner's Cuisine. What on earth do you want me to steal? Don't rush it. You'll find out once you get there. You two, send her there. Okay. You're not coming with me? You've got a lot of questions that won't help you in surviving tonight. I'll split up with you guys. You better behave when I'm not around. Of course, I will. Go, keep an eye on her. I'm heading off to wrap up other things. Don't leave me another mess. Roger that, Mr. Gain! Crow's sets off under the supervision of the two gangsters. Nothing unusual happens on their way to the destination, and as they arrive at the luxurious mansion, two gangsters hide behind a street corner and observe from a safe distance. There's a group of policemen standing outside the front door. Oh, well, looks like we have a new antagonist. Oh, this is probably Bellic. Alright, I think I'm going to end the episode here because the next episode will set us up perfectly for the beginning of the heist! So, that'll be the next episode, it'll be the heist episode. And this was the joining the gang episode, apparently. So, thanks for watching, if you watched. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe anyway. And I will see you in episode 3! Have a good one, guys. Mwah.